These items on.
Thank you for the beer.
Okay.
The extra beer. Thank you, Iggy, for the beer.
Yep.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, great.
Welcome to Original Goals. Could you let us know your name?
I'm Ben Swenson.
And where are you from?
I'm originally from Minneapolis.
Okay. So I first met you when I needed a place to stay during the winter here at Gay Squat. You've been holding this space open all winter long for hundreds of people who didn't have a place to stay. Unlike the churches, they were able to stay here all day if they wished to. It was a real communal type situation. It was really great. It helped tons of people not freeze this winter. And I never saw you in the park, so the first time I met you was here in Gay Squat. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got to the park and your story about the first day there?
Well, I first heard about the park when I was staying with I had this apartment back then, and I wasn't staying here often because I was often with my ex-boyfriend at his place, which was my old apartment on Park Avenue, and I kept watching the news, and they were talking about this thing called Occupy Wall Street, and I just didn't think really that, it looked cool kind of. It was maybe a new, revolution of some kind, but
I hear you.
that's how I found out about it. I ended up going there because I was broke and poor and had spent all my money on all sorts of horrible things like booze and drugs. And I heard there was free food, so I showed up there.
Hey, and that there was free food there. Yeah.
What was that?
There was free food
was
there.
free food.
That's unquestionable.
Not only was there free food, but there were free cigarettes and a whole bunch of other wonderful things. And that was before the tents were up.
Right. Okay. So it was about in October then.
Yeah. Yeah, it was in early October.
Nice. And so once you got to the park, what did you think about all these people living there, day in day out, that circle there? What did you think about what you saw? When you arrived at the
I
park?
went there to visit. That was the funny thing, is I came from a friend's house completely broke. I had planned on coming back to my apartment, but I had realized that there's no reason to come back because I had no money. And work was scarce at the time for me, and so I had planned on going and visiting, and I ended up staying for 4 days before the tents were up. And because there were so many people I was speaking with about all sorts of things, and I kept thinking to myself, oh my God, I hate this is crazy, what is this, but I can't leave because I know there's something really good about this movement. And so I just kept staying, and I was there for 4 or 5 days before I returned home, and I don't think I slept a day of those.
Hey, at home, you didn't sleep at home.
No, a day of those days I was in the park, I didn't come home for 4 days. I
Right.
stayed in the park.
Okay. Good. And then we got raided November 14th. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that and your decision to open up your home to people here at the squat?
On that date, I was in the park, and luckily I didn't get arrested that day. I was physically forced out of the park by police officers with a group of people and penned in a section of the street, and what I realized was that people are not going to have a place to go after this, and it's getting cold, and it just so happened
It's freezing.
and it just so happened that my lease was ending and my roommates were leaving in my apartment, so I decided to go ahead and open up my doors to Occupiers. And around, just before the 1st of December, I just had occupiers come in here and stay, whenever they needed a place to stay.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. I for one did. Yeah, and